Welcome to St Paul's Ground in Belfast for the Greengate Ulster Minor Football Championship final between Cavan Gaels of Cavan and Slaughneil of Derry. Today's referee is Colin Broderick from Down. The Cavan Gaels team have just come out onto the field, dressed in blue, and they're about to do some limbering up down here to our right. Now, we got a programme, but we have been informed that there is one change in personnel on the Cavan Gaels team. There may be some positional changes as well. I was talking in the Slaughneil dressing room about 30 minutes ago, and they informed me that they have stuck rigidly to their selection right through the campaign, and there are no changes either in personnel or positional. As Eugene Riley, Dominic Brady, Finian Farrell and Joe O'Connor make their way over here towards the sideline. Now, in the dressing rooms before the game, some of the officials from St Paul's informed both clubs that they would have to toss for which side of the field they would use their subs. Meanwhile, we'll pick up a shot of the recently elected chairman of the Cavan County Board, George Cartwright. He's in the crowd over here to our left. Behind him there too, I see that familiar face of Paddy Riley in conversation with them. No doubt, as Pat will beam in on the crowd, I see Tom Downs there as well on New Year's Eve in the company of some Clare people. We were having a little bit of banter about the Clare shout, and well, maybe sometime I might just get that Clare shout from Tom Downs. Today he'll be shouting for Cavan Gaels, as will many, many more of these loyal supporters who've travelled all the way down here to Belfast for this occasion. The crowd pouring in here. There's just about 5 minutes or so to go before throw-in time. Very soon, up there on the gate to our left, close to that goal post, the maroon and white clad Slaughneil team will appear. I've just seen Hawley Riley take his place up amongst the crowd as well. Tom Walsh, he's the father of midfielder Nicholas, now moving in, and well, the Gaels supporters congregating pretty close to us here. So the support very, very strong for the Cavan champions. Indeed, the Derry club will be well backed as well. They've got wonderful playing facilities up there in Slaughneil, because Pat and myself had the pleasure of being there a few seasons ago. Mick Flynn is also making his way, his son Paul, a member of this Cavan Gaels panel. I see Jimmy Fay, who was involved with the Gaels team when we were in this ground in 1991. And as I told you a few seconds ago, right now, dressed in their maroon and white with the yellow numbers, come the Derry champions, Slaughneil, out onto the field. And while they're limbering up, we'll give you a quick check on how the teams line out. And as we are beaming in on the Derry champions, they will line up as follows, with Mark Kelly in goal, a full back line of Danny McMullen, Eddie and Quigg and Sean Gillan, the half line Conan Cassidy, Francis McEldowney and Martin McEldowney, midfielders Bernard Bradley and Shane Kelly, the half forwards are Barry McGuigan, Jim Kelly and Fergal McEldowney, the full forward line Francis Bradley, Larry Bradley and Paul Bradley. Down to our right now, posing for the photographs, are the Cavan Gaels side. They will line up as follows, or something similar to it, with Martin O'Reilly in goal, the full back line of Shane McGlade, Fergal Brady and Cormac Dunn, the half line Darren Smith, Damon Riley and Porrick Smith, midfield Dominic Riley the captain and Nicholas Walsh, the half forwards Tom McCormick, Andy King and Gavin Duffy, the full forward line Paul O'Donnell, Richard Graham and Niall Collins. But we expect some positional changes, and when the team line up for the throw-in, that's when we will be fit to spot them and to bring the news to you. Francis Ward was selected at left half forward but is unable to start. I see him down there now putting on the tracksuit top. Perhaps sometime during the game he may make an appearance. Colin Bradrick from down on the halfway line. Dominic Riley, the Cavan Gaels captain, has already made his way out there for the toss of the coin. We await the arrival of the Slaughneil captain, who's now making his way up. It's not listed on the programme, but when we get a look at his back and pick out the number, we will tell you who that captain is. It's centre half-back Francis McEldowney. I told you that changes were anticipated, and already we see them, as the crowd will now stand to attention for the playing of Ron Nepean. Now to reel off the changes. Andy King is lining up in midfield. Nicholas Walsh is lining up at centre half forward. And Colin Bradrick gets the game underway, and Slaughneil with Bernard Bradley first to try to break away, and the first free of the game going to the men from Derry. It's Fergal McEldowney who takes it, dropping it in high, does tap down. And there's the chance for the opening score of the game, and it comes from the boot of Paul Bradley. That coming on 34 seconds of play in the first half. The scoreboard is fixed to the perimeter fencing on the side of the field opposite to us. A good location to pick it up. As Martin O'Reilly will come out towards the midfield. Very high fielding by Nicholas Walsh. Tried to lay the ball back for Dominic Riley, and Dominic now picking it up and booting it down. Niall Collins after it. Niall is being chased by Conan Cassidy. Going in there too is Francis McEldowney. The ball not coming up for any one particular individual. And the referee awards the free quickly taken. It comes into Niall Collins. Collins trying to get room from outside the 20-metre line, dropping it into the arms of Mark Kelly, the goalkeeper, and Kelly will clear the ball out. Well delivered out towards the 45-metre line and picked up there by Shane Kelly. Shane Kelly booting it further upfield. Fergal Brady will have to run out, and in doing so has been penalised, and Larry Bradley will take the free. A trio of Bradleys in the full forward line. That is Shane Kelly in possession. Well blocked down inside there now, but Slaughneil still in possession as Sean Gillan tries to go forward. The ball laid back. A good hefty challenge there, but Nicholas Walsh has gone down injured from the challenge. Meanwhile, it's Cormac Dunn who's coming out with the ball for Cavan Gaels down to Niall Collins. Collins is pushed in the back, and Nicholas Walsh is still down injured back there near the 20-metre line. Colin Broderick has stopped the watch. There's almost 2.5 minutes played, and the Cavan Gaels man in need of attention. When play resumes, it will be a free to Cavan Gaels, and their captain Dominic Riley will take it. Nicholas is back on his feet. To a round of applause from the Cavan Gaels supporters. He will move down to take up his position. He had called for the short free, but Dominic has elected to play it across into the middle instead. And now that's Gavin Duffy. Gavin, the late replacement on the Gaels team, going forward across the 45-metre line. They're chasing back after him there, but it's Fergal McEldowney. The ball is knocked away from him. Now Danny McMullen trying to come out with it, lays it out to Martin McEldowney, and Martin McEldowney will left foot that one way up into space. That's out over the sideline. That's a Cavan Gaels line ball, which Shane McLeod sends across into the middle. And now the Gaels, they'll come attacking as the ball is played nicely upfield now. That's knocked out over the sideline by Danny McMullen. Paul O'Donnell waiting there to take the sideline kick for Cavan Gaels. Dropping it inside, but not very well directed. And Danny McMullen's clearance will go out towards Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly is tackled as Porrick Smith and Gavin Duffy put in the challenge. There's a free just inside the 45-metre line, and it's Jim Kelly who sends it long and high up the field. That's a tap down on Slaughneil, now building in on the right with Barry McGuigan going forward. Cormac Dunn is after him. Still McGuigan going forward. Dunn goes to the ground. The umpire waits. There's a free out. So it was good defending there by the Gaels full back line. That's booted out for Gavin Duffy, being chased by Adrian Quigg. Now it's Eamon Riley in possession, working his way down along the sideline, dropping it in long. That's batted down, and it's Slaughneil who are about to come away with it, but the misplaced pass. Bernard Bradley has to chase after it, picking it up under pressure from a couple of Cavan Gaels players. and Bernard to take the free, dropping it in high right across into the centre. Again, it's knocked down there, and it was Francis Bradley who got the ball out. Now it's Barry McGuigan turning inside, sending it across the face of the goal to the left and wide. And with 5 minutes played in the first half, the scoreboard on the far side will tell you that the Derry men lead the Cavan boys by a point to no score. And once again, there's a stoppage in play as one of the Cavan Gaels players is being attended to. I think it's Darren Porrick Smith who's the one who's down being attended to. So play now about to resume with a kick out. Martin O'Reilly preparing to take it. Porrick Smith back on his feet. Out towards the middle. And Porrick now going forward in possession. The long ball right up there now, taken nicely by Richie Graham. Richie tackled all the way. Nicholas Walsh going in to help. Advantage to Cavan Gaels. For descent, that has been moved into, well, what would look to be a pretty scoreable position. Niall Collins to take the kick. Floats it in. It's a good one, and they're level. 6.5 minutes of play gone in the first half. There has been quite an amount of stoppage time, but that's the official playing time, and they're deadlocked at 1 point apiece. Mark Kelly prepares to take the kick out for Slaughneil. That's broken down, and then the King coming away with it. Laid it inside for Niall Collins. Has to play the ball back at the field to Dominic Riley. Dominic Riley through the middle, and now it's the Gaels with Tom McCormick running onto it, preparing to shoot and put the Gaels in front. That was good work in there from both Enda King and Gavin Duffy and Tom McCormick, then slotting it over. So 2 points inside the space of a minute for Cavan Gaels, so put them in front. Certainly, as far as positions are concerned, numbers don't mean very much. I see that Francis McEldowney is at full-back and Fergal McEldowney is at centre half. Neither of them numbers correspond with the positions, but right now it's Martin McEldowney who plays the ball up. The linesman allowing play to go on, and a foul on Darren Smith. Nicholas Walsh with the free right in through the middle. That's well gathered in there by Danny McMullen. Feeds the ball out to Shane Kelly. Kelly under pressure from Dominic Riley. That's knocked down now. Barry McGuigan picking it up, being chased back there by Porrick Smith. McGuigan near the sideline, trying to come inside, succeeding in doing so and holding possession. Still coming in field with the ball running away from him. The referee has blown up there. And he's going to have a word with Fergal McEldowney. Meanwhile, Jim Kelly is preparing to take the free for Slaughneil. Sending it high, and they're level at 2 points apiece with 9.5 minutes played in this first half. Martin O'Reilly's kick. Slaughneil winning possession around the middle of the field as Fergal McEldowney has held, just short of halfway. Booting it right through up the middle. Now it's Paul Bradley. He'll lay the ball back to Barry McGuigan. Fergal Brady is after him. Now Larry Bradley's kick. Well gathered back in there, and the chance is on. That's a penalty. There was a goal chance on for Jim Kelly. He was brought to the ground. So it's a penalty to Slaughneil. Kelly is up on his feet. We wait and see who the penalty kicker is. It's the man himself who was brought down. So Martin O'Reilly in the Gaels goal. Coming up to take the kick is centre forward Jim Kelly. Players jostling with each other. And Enda King and Bernard Bradley both being spoken to by the referee. This delay will not do either the goalkeeper or the kicker any good. Outside the exclusion zone, says the ref. Here comes the kick, it's left-footed, it's in the net, and Slaughneil lead by 1 goal and 2 points to Cavan Gaels, 2 points. There's 12 minutes played in the first half. Martin O'Reilly's kick out. Andy King tried to knock it on. Eamon Riley picking it up, feeding it down to Richie Graham. Francis McEldowney will go across, picking it up for the Slaughneil men. It's fouled. Adrian Quigg, the one who's going to take the kick. But that was not where he intended to send it, and neither was that, but it may work out for the Gaels. There's one of the Slaughneil players down injured, but plays going on with Niall Collins, tapping the ball down, trying to roll it across. Nicholas Walsh will come in to challenge for that one as Martha Fergal McEldowney picks it up. There's a free to Slaughneil. And now the referee has noticed that there's one of the Slaughneil players being attended to and has stopped the watch. So Barry McGuigan is back on his feet, and play resumes with the free, and it's Slaughneil's Larry Bradley. Lays it off there now to Conan Cassidy. Ball knocked away, but it's a free to Slaughneil. Jim Kelly prepares to take the free. Just outside the 45-metre line. Floating that one in, going out to the right. It's knocked in there, but the referee, Dominic Riley, taking a knock there in the face as the ball was deflected in, but the free had been awarded out, and Martin O'Reilly will take it. Darren Smith didn't hold on to it, Nicholas Walsh does. Fergal McEldowney is into challenge. Walsh feeding the ball through. Danny McMullen will pick that up for Slaughneil. That's half blocked down. That may come for Cavan Gaels and for Nicholas Walsh. Driving it in now, nicely inside. Taken nicely by Richie Graham. Graham turning onto the left foot. That's heading for the end line. Well kept in there by Enda King. Enda King tried to feed it to Paul O'Donnell. But coming away with it is Conan Cassidy. Jabbing it up nicely. Well won there by Shane McGlade. Dropping it inside. But once again the Slaughneil defenders, in particular Martin McEldowney, alert to it, and then Paul Bradley sending the ball way up the field, but Dominic Riley will pick that one up, feed it out there now to Fergal Brady. Brady laying it off now for Gavin Duffy. Duffy being chased by Adrian Quigg. Still Gavin Duffy, in now to Nicholas Walsh. Walsh turning and being tackled, brought down about 50 metres or so out from the Slaughneil goal. Now Collins has been called out to take the kick and in the good old-fashioned style going to kick it from the ground. That's dropping in, whistle blown for an infringement in the small rectangle and a free out to Slaughneil. Mark Kelly prepares to take it. So on instructions from the sideline, Mark has placed the ball and going to kick it from the ground. Out beyond the 45-metre line. Now Paul O'Donnell lays it off. And Darren Smith losing out on possession as Shane Kelly sends the ball up. That's very well gathered back in there now. Cormac Dunn gets support from Shane McGlade. Switching play out. Now Eamon Riley. A long one down towards Richie Graham. Graham doesn't collect. Francis McEldowney coming away with it. And the Slaughneil captain wearing 6 but lining up at fullback. Again it's met by Cormac Dunn and a foul there on the Gaels man. Free out. That comes out now to Niall Collins. Collins will feed it further down. Now Richie Graham. Richie's jersey tugged by Francis McEldowney. And then at the second foul, the referee awarding the free to Cavan Gaels. Niall Collins coming across to take it. This would probably be a more suitable angle for a left-footed kicker, but the Gaels don't seem to have one of those. That's kicked right for it, gone to the right and gone wide, and it remains 1-2 to 2 points with almost 19 minutes played in the first half. Mark Kelly prepares to take the kick out for Slaughneil. Out towards the 45-metre line, and the King tapping it down. Tom McCormick about to pick it up. Tom trying to slip his way inside. Still Tom McCormick going, passing the ball across in the middle. It's deflected wide. But that was a nice throwing movement there from Cavan Gaels, but not producing a score at the end of it. Out it comes. Fergal Brady. Lays that one inside. Richie Graham turning. Richie trying to drive forward in possession. Surrounded by defenders and referee penalising him and not approved of by the Gaels supporters around us here. Out it comes. Fergal Brady gets a toe poke on it. Nicholas Walsh picks it up. Nicholas for Cavan Gaels now. And for a hand trip or a touch on the ground, Larry Bradley takes the free. That's very well won in there now, but losing out there now to Jim Kelly. Kelly's kick is soaring high. That looks good, but Martin O'Reilly underneath it. Martin partially, well, he's fully fouled now. He seemed to be partially impeded. Gets the free out, sends it out to Porrick Smith. Barry McGuigan in to get a touch on to it. But once again, the pass or the delivery going astray. Right now, Adrian Quigg sends a long ball up. Eamon Riley is there to grab it for Cavan Gaels, and a stoppage in play and the free to Cavan Gaels. Down to Paul O'Donnell. And now Cavan Gaels will try and run at this defence with Gavin Duffy, but Gavin having difficulty in retaining possession. The referee now has called for the ball. He's going to throw it up between a couple of players there, about 40 metres or so out. That's tapped inside, but once again the Slaughneil defence equal to it. There's a foul there now on Sean Gillen, and Sean about to take the free himself. Sends it out, met by Dominic Riley on the halfway line. Dominic sending a low ball inside. Nicholas Walsh will have to work hard. He's fouled. And Nicholas from outside the 45-metre line to take the free himself. Sends it over. It's 1-2 to 3 points with 22 and a half minutes played. As Mark Kelly prepares to take the kick out. Knocked down, Barry McGuigan back to pick it up for Slaughneil. Left it across field. Darren Smith is fouled. And again, misplaced kicking, giving away easy advantage. Giving possession away cheaply on a few occasions has cost the Gaels in this first half. Right now, Conan Cassidy driving forward. Into the middle it goes. Jim Kelly trying to work his way in. Kelly still going. Takes the shot. It's a goal from Jim Kelly. That all came from a mistake back in the Gaels defence. Or the Gaels attack, I should say. One that the Slaughneil defence capitalised on, turned it into their advantage. They now lead by 2-2 to 3 points. Out comes the kick. Tapped on to Niall Collins. Feeds it on now for Tom McCormick. Tom McCormick trying to play the ball in, but beaten to it, and Francis McEldowney met there by Shane McLeod. Has to release the ball. Slaughneil penalised for handling it on the ground. Niall Collins with the free. Paul O'Donnell. Paul picking it up. Trying to get in past Danny McMullen. Still Paul O'Donnell going forward. Fisting the ball, but it's gone out for a 45 off a defender. Nicholas Walsh will take the 45, or will he leave it to Niall Collins? I think Niall has been called out, but Nicholas hit a score well from that area of the field a short while ago. Inside the last 5 minutes of the first half. Here comes the kick from Niall Collins. Tap down inside. And Danny McMullen's clearance. that may come to Gavin Duffy, but there instead is Adrian Quigg. There's a free out for a little bit of loose pulling there by Enda King. Out it goes, and out over the sideline. But the kick will be retaken. Nicholas Walsh was not aware that the free had to be retaken and was claiming the line ball. So Fergal McEldowney's kick up there now to Sean Gillan, but that's nicely cut out there now. Fergal Brady working hard, so also is Gavin Duffy getting support over there from Dominic Riley. Down the line to Richie Graham. That's a Gaels ball. Dropping in high. It's in the net. Niall Collins coming in to the end of the breaking ball, crashing it home, and that's pulled it back now to a 2-point game again. It's 2-2 to 1-3, or 8 points to 6, with just over 2 minutes to go to half time. So Mark Kelly prepares to take the kick out. Again, the kick out not very good. The ball breaking there for Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell will get support from Nicholas Walsh. Walsh will drive that one in high, but out over the end line and send it wide. Another score there for the Gaels would have settled their nerves, approaching the half-time whistle. There's about a minute and a half or so left in the half, as Mark Kelly prepares to take the kick out. Out comes the kick from Mark Kelly. Well collected there now by Bernard Bradley. Lays it off for Sean Gillan. Gillan will drive that ball forward right inside there now, and that's Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly booting it in. Martin O'Reilly grabbing it in the goal, clears it out to Nicholas Walsh. Nicholas gets support there from Darren Smith. Smith standing up to the challenge, and then booting the ball downfield. Tom McCormick doesn't get that, going to bounce inside. Nicely laid off to Enda King from Paul O'Donnell. King will clear the ball inside. Now is there a chance out for King? It's gone wide. That was the chance to go into the lead as we approach the half-time whistle. That's a couple of times in this first half that the Gaels had the Slaughneil goal at their mercy. I think Colin Broderick is going to call for the ball very soon. We are near that half-time whistle. This kick out should, by my timing, bring that. But they're playing on a little longer as Slaughneil now will come away in possession, giving away the line ball. In it goes to Tom McCormick. Jabbed it down to Paul O'Donnell. O'Donnell tapping it inside the King. And the King across into the middle. Niall Collins, he's already scored one, but that will not work. Now Dominic Riley trying to find a way through. We're in stoppage time at the end of the first half. The Gaels pressing hard near the end line with Dominic Riley. But there's a free out. One wonders if the Gaels will rue those couple of gilt-edged chances that they failed to tuck away in this first half. They trail by 2-2 to 1-3. We've played about a minute over the 30 by my timing in this first half. There were some lengthy stoppages. Colin Bradrick looking at his watch. Out it comes once more, and the King couldn't hold on to it. And Shane Kelly, Shane breaking away for Slaughneil. Gavin Duffy is after him. That's nicely collected there by Porrick Smith. Richie Graham going across, but committing the foul as Adrian Quigg was about to pick it up. That's Larry Bradley. Up the field it goes. Eamon Riley going out after it. That's out over the sideline. Larry Bradley across into the middle, and that's picked up and kicked high and kicked over the bar by Fergal McEldowney. 2-3 to 1-3. Deep into injury time at the end of this first half. There goes the whistle from referee Colin Bradrick, and the scoreboard on the far side will tell us that the Derry champions Slaughneil lead the Cavan champions Cavan Gaels by 2 goals and 3 points to 1 goal and 3. So Colin Bradrick about to get the second half underway. And away we go, and it's Dominic Riley about to pick it up for Cavan Gaels. Out to Fergal Brady. Brady the long ball upfield. Now it's Tom McCormick. Would appear to have switched wings, feeding the ball right in, but once again a failure that the Gaels have had in the first half. Misplaced kicking. Fergal Brady grabs that well. Leaves it to Nicholas Walsh to take the free. And once again it's caught out there by the Slaughneil defenders. Once again Fergal Brady is underneath it, supported there by Dominic Riley. Dominic laying the ball back for Porrick Smith to pick up. Porrick will feed it out for Enda King. Enda lays it off for Darren Smith. Darren being chased there by Sean Gillan. That's dropped right inside to Tom McCormick, taps it down, and once again it's picked up, and it's Barry McGuigan who picks it up this time and sends it out. Now it's Paul Bradley. Paul Bradley hooking it across into the middle. Now it's Jim Kelly. Jim now playing at full forward. Jim with the shot. He closed the scoring in the first half. He opens it in the second. 2-4 to 1-3. That took about a minute and a half for the Slaughneil lads. As Martin O'Reilly's kick. Now it's Dominic Riley. Dominic Riley chipping the ball out into space for Tom McCormick to run out to. Danny McMullen is out there with him. McCormick winning at the other sideline, trying to work his way in field. McMullen still after him. Support was there from Paul O'Donnell, but he decided to go the other way. Takes the shot, and that's still in play, rolling towards the sideline. Kept in play up there by Gavin Duffy. So the Cavan Gaels attack still alive into Richie Graham. Graham with the shot, and with the point. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half. It's 2-4 to 1-4. You probably hear some voices coming in for the crowd, advising some of the players. Right now It's Slaughneil playing the ball in again to danger man Jim Kelly. He is bundled over and will take the free himself. Point from Jim Kelly of Slaughneil. Just referring back there to some of the advice that was going in from the Gaels supporters. It was towards Cormac Dunn. Well, Cormac won't need their advice. His dad's a solicitor. I'm sure he's got good advice already. Martin O'Reilly's kick out towards the middle. Nicholas Walsh seen to be held. Eamon Riley grabbing the ball, laying it out. Now Paul O'Donnell will send the long one upfield. Enda King, Enda, the son of former county player, and Lara Manad. In it goes now. Richie Graham's shot is gone over the bar. The goalkeeper, Mark Kelly, seemed to get a touch on it. We're located at the 45-metre line on the wrong end of the field, as it were, to get a good view of that one. I'm sure the camera picked it up pretty clearly. It's 2-5 to 1-5. Out it comes, and Enda King tapping it down. And Enda King running on to it now. Playing it inside. Oh, that's again picked out there by a Slaughneil defender. This time Porrick Smith goes across for Cavan Gaels. Feeds it up nicely. Enda King laying it out now to Darren Smith. Back into Enda King. King going for the shot, sending it high. And that's gone over the bar from Enda King. That was a great score from way out there. That's brought it down to a 2-point game now. 2-5 to 1-6. The supporters rising to the players out there. As Mark Kelly prepares to take the kick out. Out towards the middle, Paul O'Donnell of Cavan Gaels. Referee going to throw the ball up between a couple of players. They're juggling for it. Bernard Bradley turning. Up there now was Francis Bradley. Francis, who is a cousin to the other two Bradleys in the full forward line, but that's Cormac Dunn, and Cormac Dunn, the long ball right up through the middle. Now Paul O'Donnell will run out to that one. Is the chance for the Gaels here? He's brought to the ground, he leaves it across now. McCormick shot it in the net, and the Gaels are in front by 2-6 to 2-5. They threatened, they've scored 2, they've missed 2, but they're in front. Great defending from Cormac Dunn that set that up, and Cormac has been outstanding right through the game so far. We've played 7 minutes into the second half. Nicholas Walsh taps it down. Martin McEldowney tackled by Enda King. King gets a toe on it, but the referee has called up the play. Now he's having a word there with Larry Bradley, who is voicing his opinion to him. Meanwhile, there is a free to Slaughneil. Francis Bradley grabs it. Bradley now trying to set up something. A lot of steps there from Conan Cassidy, but the referee awarded him the free. Jim Kelly to take the kick. There's a point between the sides. He's inside the 45-metre line. with just over 8 minutes played in the second half. Do I see a sub in the Slaughneil team? Sean Gillen appears to be going off, and we will check on that substitution in just a few minutes. Another Bradley into the game. It's Patsy Bradley who's come in. The attack is still alive in there, but Enda King is back to pick it up. Booted out by Cormac Dunn. Now Adrian Quigg sends it inside. Larry Bradley picking it up. Laying it across for Francis Bradley. Lays the ball back to Shane Kelly. That took a deflection. That's a 45. Good defending from Cavan Gaels. Jim Kelly to take the 45. Larry Bradley would appear to be going back to take up a defensive position in the Slaughneil team. Meanwhile, Jim Kelly sends the 45 calling out to the left and going wide, and it remains Cavan Gaels 2-6, Slaughneil 2-5. We've played 10 minutes of the second half. So Martin O'Reilly, out comes the kick beyond the 45-metre line. Paul O'Donnell couldn't hold on to it. Barry McGuigan getting it inside. Now it's Jim Kelly laying it off for Bernard Bradley. They're level at 2-6 apiece. So Martin O'Reilly once again to take the kick out. That's out towards the middle of the field. Bernard Bradley of Slaughneil picking it up on the halfway line. Bradley is fouled. And then the King is in trouble. And once again the attention being called in from the sideline. Enda, who had been playing very well for Cavan Gaels and scorer of a great point earlier in this half. And now trying to get back to his feet. Play has resumed. And there's a free for the foul on Francis Bradley. It's Jim Kelly who's going to take the kick. That's dropped out to the right and gone wide, and they remain level at 2-6 apiece with just over 12 minutes played in the second half. Down here on the line to my right, I see Eugene Riley and Joe O'Connor. They're checking the watch, they're having discussions. Martin O'Reilly's kick out. Barry McGuigan picks it up. Eamon Riley and Nicholas Whiteside are in the challenge. McGuigan going forward. And the chance for Slaughneil to go in front. As Jim Kelly prepares to take the free, it's in front of the goal. It's on the 20-metre line. And for a man who scored 2 goals and a few very well taken points, he'll not be all that happy with that one. So if the Gaels were guilty of missed chances in the first half, certainly that one could well swing the balance of what way the trophy might be going. Who can tell? Barry McGuigan going down on the ball there. The referee going to throw the ball up between a bunch of players. That's the only way I can describe it. And it's Shane Kelly who picks it up, sends it high. That's going to go out over the end line. That's going wide. So we await the kick out from Martin O'Reilly. Out again beyond the 45. That's knocked down. And now it's Gavin Duffy. It may work for the Gaels yet. And it's into Richie Graham. Graham bringing it along the ground and into the net from Richie Graham, showing his soccer skills. Dominic Brady and John Fee are doing a dance of delight on the sideline. Mickey Graham, the Cavan senior star, is down there urging on those Gaels minors. 3-6 to 2-6. The Gaels lead. Out it comes. But Martin McEldowney wants to do something about it. In to Jim Kelly. Fergal Brady will chase back and pick that one up. Now assisted by Shane McLeod and by Dominic Riley. And Dominic Riley, the long ball upfield towards Enda King. Doesn't fall kindly firm as Fergal McEldowney is fouled as he kicks it. There's a free in to Slaughneil. Paul Bradley to take the kick. To the left and wide. And the Slaughneil lads would appear at this stage of the game into the final quarter to have lost their composure somewhat. And Frank Ward is joining the Cavan Gaels team. I told you at the start he was unable to start. I said he might make an appearance. Niall Collins is going off and Frank Ward has gone on. It was Niall Collins' goal in the first half that sparked the revival for the Gaels when they were struggling somewhat. As Martin O'Reilly's kick comes out the field, and now the first touch was good from Frank Ward as he set up the Gaels. Now Richie Graham taking on defenders, but taking on a little too much. There was a great chance on there for Cavan Gaels. Now Fergal Brady is pushed on the back. He'll leave it for Nicholas Walsh to kick. Nicholas Walsh will leave it, and Dominic Riley will kick it. Up it goes now to Gavin Duffy. Another free to the Gaels. And for Captain Dominic Riley to take. Paul O'Donnell could not keep that one in. As the ball breaks near the sideline. And a free to Slaughneil. Now, there's a little bit of something going on down there that we could well do without. Some heated exchanges. A check on the scoreboard. It's 3-6 to Cavan Gaels. It's 2-6 to Slaughneil of Derry. As Larry Bradley's free drops inside. That's well punched away and will be picked up by Enda King. Enda for Cavan Gaels. Way up the field it goes. It'll come to Paul O'Donnell of Cavan Gaels. O'Donnell, the long ball into space for Richie Graham. Richie chasing after it. Danny McMullen is after him. Graham turning out of the left foot. That's over the bar from Richie Graham. There's 4 points between them. There's 11 minutes to go. Mark Kelly to take the kick out. Out the field. Patsy Bradley of Slaughneil. Patsy going back. Feeds it there to Fergal McEldowney. Down it goes. Now Slaughneil come attacking. Good work again from Cormac Dunn to hold it up momentarily. But Jim Kelly trying to get the shot in and send it over the bar. 3-7 to 2-7. There's just about 10 minutes to go. It will be a long 10 minutes for either side. As the kick out comes out the field, and Enda King is after it. What a game Enda King is having. And nicely tapped down, but he was fouled. I'm sure the Gaels would have liked to use the advantage because Frank Ward was in a great position to send it into Tom McCormick. Enda King in need of attention. A pretty strong one at this stage. They're by far the better team now. But look where they could have been. They could have been cruising. So it's Richie Graham to take the free. Stretches it to 4 again. Out comes Mark Kelly's kick. Dominic Riley rises as Frank Ward picks it up and nicely off there now to Paul O'Donnell. Paul O'Donnell inside to Tom McCormick. Couldn't hold on to it at the first attempt or at the second. And it's Slaughneil again who are coming away with it. Nicely blocked down. And Porrick Smith is there for Cavan Gaels. Cormac Dunn is to his left in support. And away goes Cormac Dunn. Now it's Nicholas Walsh. That's drilled right in between the three Slaughneil players. One of them will grab it. It was Danny McMullen. The linesman is going in there to have a word with the referee about something that he spotted. The hip pocket is being reached for. The book is coming out. I make it that there's about 8 minutes to go, and that's the first yellow card of the game. Of the second, I'm being told. The free is still going to the advantage of the Slaughneil boys, but given away. J.J. Riley was smiling as that went out over the line over his head. Paul O'Donnell with the kick for Cavan Gaels. High inside. Well taken there now by Francis McEldowney. That's coming towards the sideline once more. And Gaels advantage. Nicholas Walsh will take this one. There's about 7 minutes left. Chipped inside. And a nice return from Frank Ward to Nicholas Walsh. Dropped it inside. Who will it break for? It breaks for Richie Graham, and it's going between the uprights. And Cavan Gaels lead by 3-9 to 2-7. There were 6 points in arrears at one stage. They're now 5 to the good. Out comes the kick, and that seemed to be booted away from Frank Ward. Eamon Riley decides now there's another little bit of an off-the-ball incident in there. I suppose from a Cavan Gaels point of view, the one thing this will do, it'll burn up precious time. And the referee is showing a yellow to Eamon Riley. Cormac Dunn. Cormac is fouled. Out comes the free to Gavin Duffy. And Duffy, the long ball across field. Enda King, well taken there. But the referee has gone in to blow the whistle. The free is quickly taken. But well fielded there by Fergal Brady. Out to Dominic Riley. Lays it off there now to Shane McLeod. Out it goes to Enda King. It's gone out over the sideline. There's a player from either side down injured. I see Barry McGuigan of Slaughneil is down. There's one of the Gaels players down as well. Another lengthy stoppage. Now the play is once again about to resume. Line ball to Cavan Gaels. Adrian Quigg is underneath it to feed it out there to Bernard Bradley of Slaughneil. Bradley down the field. It may be picked up and is picked up by Fergal Brady. Feeds it out nicely to Porrick Smith. Gets it up again to Gavin Duffy. Duffy being chased as he sends the ball inside. Who's going to collect that one? Cormac Dunn gets about to it. And now Gavin Duffy runs onto it. Richie Graham, oh, Gavin left it behind him. Richie Graham had made a great run inside. Now Conan Cassidy will send the ball down for Slaughneil. Well held by Paul O'Donnell. Feeds it off for Dominic Riley. Dominic, don't leave it behind you, said the Gaels supporters. It'll break now. Conan Cassidy. Conan lays it back to Paul Bradley. Paul Bradley now for Slaughneil. He'll turn and he'll kick it high. Dropping inside. The attack is still alive as Francis Bradley chips the ball across. Now it's Barry McGuigan. That got a touch at the 45. Huh? There's about 3 minutes left in the game, but Colin Broderick may all add on a little more. Jim Kelly's kick, floating it in, and Paul O'Donnell, supported by Eamon Riley. Slaughneil now back in possession. It's getting like a little rugby scrum. There's a free out. And Martin O'Reilly will leave it. Out comes the kick to Cormac Dunn. And Cormac. So the free was from where the ball landed, and Cormac got a great delivery up the field. Dominic Riley about to take the kick, chips it on for the on-running Porrick Smith. Smith being chased by Conan Cassidy. That has gone wide, but it'll waste up some precious seconds. There's less than 2 minutes by my timing. Out comes the kick out. There was a toot on the whistle there. For a moment, Paul O'Donnell jumped. He may have thought that the referee was about to blow the final one, but it was for the kick out to be retaken. Here it comes. It's tapped down, and it's the Gaels with Richie Graham. That's gone wide. I suppose from a Gaels point of view, while they're kicking it wide there, Slaughneil can't score at this other end. Out it comes. That's Paul Bradley. Paul Bradley's kick. Down the field. Dominic Riley touched it down. That's Larry Bradley who picks it up. Being chased by Frank Ward. Still Larry Bradley. Inside it goes now, Conan Cassidy. Cassidy is fouled, and there's a free in. I make it 30 seconds of playing time left. It's sent wide. That was side netting. Martin O'Reilly. Martin, whose father Joe will be pretty pleased with his performances, as all these lads' parents be in this final here. And there's one in particular. That was Cormac down onto Tom McCormick. McCormick trying to split the defence, but nobody had run onto it, and Mark Kelly, the goalkeeper, will come out and clear it out to Patsy Bradley. Patsy Bradley, the long ball down the field. Adrian Quigg. turning, shooting it inside. Dominic is there, and the Gaels captain leaving it behind, but midfield partner Nicholas Walsh is there to support, and Walsh with the long one. Who will it run on to? It's Danny McMullen who's there. McMullen across into the middle. Tom McCormick not holding on to it. Conan Cassidy gets it on. And now Slaughneil as we're into stoppage time once more. Is there a chance? Here Jim Kelly going for it. It's come off the post. Good work there from Martin O'Reilly to parry the shot against the post. Eamon Riley out there after it, near the sideline, picking it up, 20-metre line, feeds it out to Nicholas Walsh. We've played over a minute of stoppage time in the second half. And here comes Cormac Dunn. A very, very strong contender for man of the match was the Gaels cornerback. This is Porrick Smith dropping it up high. Enda King Catlin, he had a wonderful game as well. It's all over, and the Gaels are the Greengate Ulster Minor Club football champions of 1999. The date, the 2nd of January, the year 2000. A competition that started in the last century has been won in this one by Cavan Gaels.
Probably going to the next 1,000 years. And we saw this still around in time by lots of things. I'd now like to call on Ian Donnelly. He's going to present the Man of the Match trophy. We call upon Ian Donnelly, please.
Thank you. First of all, congratulations to the Cavan team. A superb performance in the first half. It looked like they were struggling for a while. They came back very strongly in the second half. A few honourable mentions. First of all, we thought the number 6 for Slaughneil had a great game. But in the end, the difference between the two teams in the second half was the scoring. And number 14 for Cavan, scoring 1-5 in the second half, changed the course of the game and actually won the game for Cavan. So congratulations. The man of the match award goes to number 14, Richard Graham.
So Richie Graham scored two great second half goals and a few great points as well. Gets the man of the match award.
We're not kids finishing the show, kid, that's focus in relation to this pleasure we're doing, our Gurgi, our Gurgi, and Kate Coaching, Kayak and Conde, Joe Boyle.
So in the background, the president of the GEA, Sean McCaig, our president-elect, whatever you like to call him, he will make the presentation. So there's Monaghan man, Sean McCaig.
Cúiseach is dún go seo, tríos sáirthe an seáinniu. Bhís an seo hana, agus hanagus furin Slaughneil hana ag tugal an chorn seo. Agus caiig muintear Slaughneil rá aniu. Bhfuil sin anna dródú as an furin minúr bhíacu, nódig as an furin anna watha bhíacu rísim léine agus as an léthe ceannis rís. Tá anna, tá caiimid rá lo, ní rón lá lebiniu, a tá an obarí ar siúlagad sa chlub, agus caiig gatainne atá páirteach an. Garthe Jim of Abdickel agus sin atá ag tíanail. Tá anobar siúd sa chlub agus campinte go méise go ráis. Tá frunne dura anláidir sa cumóda seána fada. Agus is mai rud inniu beidir ag agus bhfuil fur nua ag teach. Agus ní réon gabhart nach go raibh an ná agus an furisfar ag Gaelcháin inniu. Agus ar bhealach is féidir rá sin toramáid de J.J. Reilly agus a daoine tá ag gobar a fáú wad I mara an cháhain. Tá sé deachar inis de daoine ógas na Baltimora a bheith páirtas is léthe agus éadach madling agus tá an caidúnta dul de J.J. agus a daoine tá gobar go díon I mara cháhain as ort an obair atá siúla go. I know for my focus to Bartik the Richard the soft on Radamata project and she the first Anna Hul and she Eurovi and Lehe in non share is the raw August. and President Anawahid Dushin as I am delighted, ladies and gentlemen, to be here, and I want to congratulate St. Paul's, their chairman, Sean McEntee, who is a very diligent member of Central Council of the GEA, as a handball representative for a long time, and it's, I suppose, indicative of the great part that St. Paul's taken in the association, that the measures that they have put into promoting this competition. It's certainly now in concert with their sponsors, Gringate, that St. Paul's have shown the importance of youth and the importance of this competition, and as one who has come here and seen my own club play and unfortunately been unable to win this prestigious cup, I want to say that it's a pleasure to come and see the game played as it should be played by two excellent teams today. Slaughneil, who have given great support from their supporters, and a great ability to show the level at which the Derry teams can come and win this trophy, the level at which the game is promoted, and in a place like Slaughneil, a club with a lovely Irish name and a great Irish tradition in both football and hurling, that they're back again today is a great indication of what they have done in the past century and how they intended to start the new century. I congratulate Slaughneil wholeheartedly on the performance and the manner in which they promote our game. I know that without further ado, that the Cavan supporters have waited a long time to collect an Ulster trophy again, and at club level it's particularly gratifying to find an Ulster trophy. And while this may have been termed by people in the past as being an unofficial competition, there's absolutely no doubt by the manner in which the clubs approach this, that this is very much official in the minds of the clubs. This is a great accolade for any club team to get into the best club team in Ulster, and I heartily congratulate the Gaels. It's been a great day for them, it's been a great year for them, and I look forward to the Gaels taking part, as they always have done, in the best addition to the game in a sporting manner, and I know that the Gaels will make this come along as they came to the County Senior Championship final recently, that they'll come back again to prove that the great club that they have been in the past. So for the Gaels today, my heartiest congratulations. Without further ado, I call Dominic Riley, the captain, to come and accept the trophy.
Our son Fern Gaels coming on forward. All on breakers the Gaels, Fern, Slaughneil, Mariah and Clay, Brasport, and you. Fair play, Jim. Great honour for me to captain this great Gaels team to the first Ulster Minor Championship. And hopefully the first of many, boys. There's an awful lot of people we have to thank here today, but I suppose it wouldn't be right to go without mentioning our two managers. So it's J.J. Riley and John Fee. The work they put in behind the scenes is just phenomenal, and we don't really appreciate it enough. That's great. Eugene, what were you on? On behalf of myself, I'd really like to thank the players themselves for the effort they put in over the last 12 months. We trained really hard, and especially the last 4 or 5 months we trained flat out for this. But boys, we got what we deserved, and it shows you if you want it enough, you can get it. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Without them, they helped us. I'd like to thank the Red Book, Farnham Arms Hotel and Floods. And I'd also like to acknowledge St. Paul's here of Belfast and Gringate, who sponsored this tournament, because it has to be said that I know now after playing that's one of the best competitions you can play, and we really worked hard for it, and we're delighted that St. Paul's are prepared to put in the work behind the scenes and run this competition so efficiently. So a big round of applause for them, please. What about the fans? The fans! Finally, I'd like to thank all the parents, because as we all know, it's the parents who are the backbone of every player. They're the ones that put in all the work at home, bringing the training, bringing the football matches, and their work goes totally unnoticed. And also, thanks to all these fans who turned up today. They made it work worthwhile for you. Thank you. 3 cheers for Slaughneil. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Over here. Congratulations, JJ. Your best news.
JJ, if you have time to say a few words, I'll start by saying congratulations. That, well, at one stage it looked a struggle. It turned out good in the end.
It did. Tommy, we were, at half-time we were quietly confident, even though we were 3 points down. But I have to say, in the second half the boys played absolutely brilliantly. They were absolutely brilliant. They plugged away and they actually played very, very well in the second half. It was unknown territory for us against Slaughneil, who won last year. They had the edge in experience, but we had the edge in heart and determination and hunger. And as I said last night at our team meeting, ravenous hunger. And ravenous hunger won it for us. We made a few mistakes in the first half. They capitalised on that. We cut down the mistakes in the second half, and we actually played very, very well. And I'm absolutely delighted to say I've been involved a long time in football, and this is the first time I've won an Ulster title, and I'm very, very happy and very, very proud.
JJ, you were mentioning mistakes, and well, we'll be fit to see them on the video and all that. But at the start of the second half, when Cavan Gaels started to set their authority on the game, they forced Slaughneil into mistakes. That was real turning point of the game as well.
It was. I was surprised myself that Slaughneil did cave under our pressure in the second half. We got the goal at the right time. We took a few good points as well. All through the team, I thought the boys played very, very well. They showed great determination. After all, we won out in Cavan very easily in all the games, and we didn't know how good we were. We came down here hoping for the best, and today was the ultimate test, and we must be a fairly good team if we can win Ulster. And maybe it shows that Cavan football isn't that bad after all. Like we represented it very, very well today.
JJ, congrats. They're looking for you in the dressing room. We hope to talk to somebody else in a few minutes' time.
Thanks, Tommy.
Picking up the shot of the team. I've just picked up John Fee, the joint manager here. Congratulations, John, a wonderful performance.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I spoke to you after the league final, and you know, Killincairn, I said to you that day, or I said it to John McMahon that day, that like we were really geared for this. The work we put in, the outrage, you wouldn't believe the hours we put in, but you have to put those hours in to win a competition like this. I'm delighted. I just can't believe it. Really.
John, join the squad there for the photograph. So now Dominic Riley joins the squad. He was doing interviews over there. These young men will have plenty of that to do in the future if they keep up this footballing ability they've got. Eugene Riley, while we're taking a shot at the team, it's a great day for the Gaels.
It is a great day, and for me personally as well, Tommy. 92 we won in Mosby in the Under 10 All Ireland, and now we're here to win Ulster. I'm delighted for Jades and John and I was lucky enough that Dominic was captain and Eamon was playing centre back. I'm really delighted for all the boys. There's a lot of hard work done in the Gaels club, and I hope it goes on that we continue and play senior as well and do well in the years ahead. Thanks.
Eugene Riley, thanks for talking to me. Richards. Dominic. I've got the man of the match. I wanted to get Dominic Riley in there as well. Richie, 2 great goals in the second half, a few great points as well. There was a time, as I said to JJ, things weren't going so well, but scores like that really turn the game around.
Oh, they do, yeah. I didn't think I would have been able to do it. I didn't think I would even be playing today, only for Sarah, the physio. I was injured for the last 2 weeks. I didn't know I could play that well.
I can tell you from having covered the game, there was tough competition for the man of the match award, because Enda King and Cormac Dunn, they were outstanding as well, and all the lads, everybody gave their heart, and it was a great team effort.
Only for the boys who wouldn't have got man of the match. They hit the ball into me. Fair play to them. They knew it was tough. Whoever got man of the match, so I'm just glad I got it. Put them at the post. Only the scores got it, won it really in the
Put it
end.
up there for the camera, Richie. It's a lovely trophy. I'll let you go and join the celebrations. Dominic. Congrats, Dominic.
Thanks.
This, from you've been under 10, has been coming to be a bit of a habit of being on winning teams. It's great to captain an Ulster Championship winning side.
I can tell you now, I've captained a few teams before, but this is the best. This is by far the best. Ulster Championship football, you can't get any better. That was some tough game out there. I'm absolutely wrecked after. It just shows you the standard in football. Slaughneil are a great team, and we gave it everything today, and thankfully at the end of the day we just turned out a little bit better than Slaughneil.
Dominic, it's been a very long season. We're into a new year, a new century, and it's only around the corner when it's all got to start all over again.
We have to wait for our Millennium Night yet. We are at home early on New Year's Eve, and we're going to have our party night tonight, and we'll start then again tomorrow, a new year. New year for us again tomorrow.
Dominic, again, congratulations. Join the celebrations. Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love.
Tom O'Dowd, chairman of the minor board. Now, various chairmen at various times have expressed their delight at winning trophies. You're delighted with this today?
Well, I am surely delighted, and it's a great day for Cavan football. They were a credit to Cavan, they were a credit to their club and to their parents and everyone belonging to them. And it's rarely we have an occasion like this to celebrate, and we're delighted to be here.
Now, Dominic Riley just told me that they put their New Year's Eve celebrations on hold, but I think for the next few days it's going to be buzzing around Cavan town.
They'll surely celebrate for the next week or more. Yeah, they're the first Cavan team to win a club championship, and it is wonderful now. And the way they done it, you know, it was a great performance.
Tom Dowd, go to that dressing room and join them. It's going to be good inside.
It's going to be good, all right, yeah. I'd say it will, it'll be good. You know, such thing as getting in, I'd say.
Tom, thanks. Liam McCabe. Liam, you've moved up a few rungs on the ladder. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
But you have been involved at minor level for a long time now, and you know, isn't it a wonderful feeling to reap the rewards of several years of hard work?
No, it's great. It's great for Cavan Gaels. Well, they were the best team in Cavan by a long way for the last couple of years, and you know, as you said, they proved it today. So Ulster champions, and delighted for them, and the best of luck to them. Great.
Now, Pat and myself were here in '91 when the Gaels faced a Carol Diamond-led team from Balahi and failed on that occasion. 9 years is a long wait. These lads were only little nippers then. Probably some of them didn't even hear about it, but they really turned it on in that second half today.
No, played very well in the second half. Just talking to JJ there, a few switches he made worked. He said other days they may work, they may not, but they definitely worked today. And you know, Richie Graham, outstanding there, man of the match, and you know, played very well, and great team performance. A couple of the backs now were very good as well. You know, forwards get the glory, but the backs, you know, backs really played well and kept it to it.
Now, during the course of the game and watching the players, and I just had a quick thought to myself, in Cavan football in the 80s we had a king, that was Edge. In the 90s we had Stephen King. I think in this time that's coming up now, there's another king well on the way, that's Enda.
That's Enda is right, yes. Enda was in the minor panel last year and he'll certainly figure, I'm sure, in this year's minor team. And as you said, that'll be the third king in the Cavan ranks. So hopefully he'll do well, do as well as the previous two.
So as the light fades here in St Paul's Ground in Belfast, the celebrations will go on in Cavan. My thanks to Liam McCabe for talking to me. I think that's about it, because at this stage it would be absolute pandemonium in there in the dressing rooms. So from St Paul's Ground here in Belfast, as Cavan capture the Greengate Minor Ulster Championship title of 1999, we say Slán agus Banach Coléir.
Check that out, man. We're reaching the phone. Yeah, right, back. Everybody in. 10 seconds. For them all. There's the man who says.
5 points and to come back and win by 5 points is a fantastic achievement. And the Slaughneil manager afterwards said that we were the best team that they actually played over a 2-year period. So that speaks highly of these lads here. So the young people here, next Sunday in the Farm Hotel at 2:30. And our dinner dance is on the 19th of February in the Hotel Kilmore. And that particular night, these guys here will be presented with their minor championship, minor championship elite medals. I've told them that they're other medals already. Right, so that should be a big night for us all, and hopefully we'll all be there and more as well.
Let the party begin, Paddy.
I think that the first protocol should be the farm, since they sponsor the t-shirt, so with the farm everybody's heading for.